Your focus is on action, not time. We also use some words like, here's another word we use. Who's going to decide? It shouldn't take more than 3 days for you to master has and have. Hi, this is Manu from TELW, the English Workshop. Welcome to the series of English speaking lessons. These are small bite-sized lessons for those people who are too busy to learn English skills separately. And what we are aiming to do with these lessons is to help them get these elements quickly, process them in their minds, and use them immediately. These are those pre-digested lessons. Now, in today's lesson, we're going to look at a very confusing word rather, have, or its close relative, has. When to use have or has. A very simple way to look at it is when you are talking about the past, but not a definite time in the past, like yesterday, last year, last summer, in 2019, in 2018, okay, and so on. And you have to talk about action. Your focus is on action, not on time in the past. Then you use have. For instance, if I say, I have climbed Mount Everest. What do you mean by that? I mean that the action climbing Mount Everest was okay, but I didn't tell you when. You're not interested in when. So you say, I have climbed Mount Everest. Action is done. When? Not interested, but it was definitely in the past. So I said, I have from sometime in the past till now. I have. So what have I done? I have built a house. I have got married. I have taught about 15,000 students. So I have done these things in the past till now, and I'm still teaching. So I also talk about the things that happened in the past that has got an effect now. For instance, my hand is bleeding because I have cut it. And I have been chopping vegetables and I cut my hand, so it's bleeding. I have been till now. I'm sweating because I have been running. I'm dirty because I have been gardening. So the effect of the past action is shown now, so I use have, been, ing. We also use some words like already and yet. So I say, I have already completed my homework, which means not now, much before. You thought I haven't, but I have already completed it before your expectation. But I say, I haven't studied for my exams yet. So till now, which means I will study later. Again, if I say I haven't studied for my exams and I don't use yet, it means I may or may not study. I'm not interested perhaps in studying. You don't know. But when I say I haven't studied for my exams yet, it means, yes, I'm interested in the study. I have an intention to study at a later point of time. Here's another word we use with have or has. So far. So I'll say, so far I have played 15 test matches. That means so far, till now. From some time in the past, this far. Instead of saying this far, I say, so far, I've played 15 matches. Instead of so far, I can also say, till now. Till this point of time, I have played 15 matches. There's another word that we use again with have and has, and that is just. Just means just now, at this instant, maybe 2 seconds ago, half a second ago. So I've just met my friend. I've just had a cup of coffee. Just. Now, just is something, who's going to decide? All right, before I go to that, who's going to decide whether it is just or very far back in the point of time? You, the speaker. For instance, I'll say, there has been a blast on the solar surface. There has just been a blast. It doesn't mean necessarily 2 seconds ago. It could have been even 5,000 years ago. So just is relative to the time. Who is to decide? You, the speaker, will decide whether it's a long time or a short time. I've just been to Goa. Oh really? When did you go? I went there 10 years ago as just. Maybe just for him. We don't know, we can't say that. He decides it's just, we accept it. So watch this video maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times and then try to use them. Use all these principles that you have heard. It shouldn't take more than 3 days for you to master has and have. And I bet you do this, you will never make a mistake with has and have. For instance, you won't say things like, I have been to his house yesterday. Because yesterday is time, you don't say have or has with time. All right. And don't forget to watch the previous video, there is, there are. The there is, there are. That's a construction, very common construction. We don't really bother to think about that, but they are very useful, and how we can manipulate our sentences using this construction, and was a better way to, stronger way to say sentences without using there is, there are. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to get all the videos directly to you.